Are you having healthy boundaries with your children? Today, you're going to discover if you, in fact, are having healthy boundaries with your children. I'm going to give you four signs that you are having healthy boundaries. Or if you are not, you will know as well. And after this podcast episode, you will be a lot more clear how to raise your children with healthy boundaries that teach them, that helps them navigate their world in a healthy way, that helps them interact with you and others peacefully without having to damage their confidence in the way, without having to use punishment. Hello, welcome to another episode of the Parenting with Understanding podcast. This is your host, Marcela Collier. I'm a certified parenting coach and founder of HIC Parenting Education Agency. My team of coaches and I have served 14,151 clients, break free from reactivity, bring peace to their parenting, and raise secure children. And the topic of boundaries, it's important, crucial when it comes to raising secure children, when it comes to raising secure children in a healthy environment. Before we go there, if you've been listening to the Parenting with Understanding podcast for a little bit and you're like, hey, it's been really good. I've been learning stuff, I've been applying it, I've seen the changes in my family. Don't keep it to yourself. Stop what you're doing right now, click the share button, share it to a friend, and let them know, hey, maybe you can listen to this podcast as well. Or you could give us a positive review, and that will help us get to more people because the algorithm will recommend us. So you can open this podcast episode and write your 5-star review, hopefully, to help us get to more parents who want to raise their children with peace. The topic of boundaries, four signs. Let's talk about sign number one. You know you are having healthy boundaries with your kids because your boundaries are not to benefit you, the parent, they are to teach your children how your family system works. My dad had many rules that were just for his benefit. He came from work every day around 5ish p.m. And the rule was that as soon as he comes home, we needed to be quiet. But I'm not saying quiet, not yelling, like really, really quiet, almost like we needed to whisper the whole time to bedtime. Even my mom needed to whisper the whole time to bedtime because he was overstimulated or whatever. He just wanted to calm down. We lived in a small space, but it was a boundary that just benefited him. It was not about our family system. It was just a boundary that benefited him. He could have put systems in place to help him calm down. And he could have set systems in place to help us still be kids, still enjoy our night without having to whisper all the way to bedtime. So that's just an extreme case, but many times we instruct things to our kids for our own benefit, for our own liking, because it's convenient for us that their nap time is at this time a day and at this more makes sense time a day for them. So when it comes to boundaries, boundaries benefit the collective and let a child know how a system works. When you go to the store, the first thing that you see at the door is a boundary that lets us know how their system works. You can come anytime from 9 to 5, and it lets us know that that's the time a day, that's the range of time I can go to the store. It lets us know about their system. It's not stuck on this is for us, this is for all of us. It benefits the collective. Just imagine if that boundary were not be there, would not be in place. People could come to the store at any given time, and then the workers would not have enough time to fill up the shelves, to rest, to clean the floors. We will go in there and then find dirty floors. And I know that you're gonna tell me, hey, but Walmart is 24/7. They have a different system, right? But restaurants and other stores, they have that system in place to benefit the collective. That's what I'm trying to give you. Side number two, that you are having healthy boundaries with your kids, is that they are consistent. Consistency is the glue of effective boundaries. You could have a really great boundary and rule, but if it's not consistent, if sometimes it works and some other times children are able to overpass it, then it's not a healthy boundary. Just imagine, let's go back to the store example. From 9 to 5, you can come to the store, but regardless of what that store hours say, if I knew I could go in at any time, that rule would mean anything. It would not have any meaning for people. A lot of the times, our children's defiance, tantrums, stubbornness stem from our lack of consistency in our boundaries. I will be stubborn, guys. If I knew I could get a Dior bag if I were to whine long enough at their store. If I knew if I whine long enough, if I tantrum long enough at the Dior store, I could get a Dior, I will be the champion of whining. I will be the most stubborn person until I get what I want. So many times we're dealing with these behaviors with our kids, and we're like, how do I stop this stubbornness? How do I deal with this stubbornness? And it stems from things that we are doing. We are causing the stubbornness by not being consistent in our boundaries. And consistency takes to reactivity, not just from our kids, but from our side. If we are not being consistent, in sometimes we enforce, sometimes we don't, and our children don't know where to stand with us, their behaviors will increase. And guess what's gonna happen to us? We're going to get more frustrated and overwhelmed. And at any given point, we are going to go from giving in to reacting, yelling. And it's a dance that has no middle. We are from reacting to giving in and reacting and giving in. And our children are stubborn and our children are defiant and they're pushing and pushing. And all is tied up to our inconsistent pattern. If this speaks to you, that's exactly what we help parents with when they come for coaching with us in HIC Parenting. We help them break free from those reactive patterns by fixing what's causing it. Maybe in this case could be inconsistency by fixing what's causing it. It could be inconsistency or it could be some other thing. But let's just say it's inconsistency by fixing the inconsistency. That alone will create a more peaceful dynamic, and reactivity is not going to be part of it. You're like, Marcela, how do I do this? I need a glimpse of this. If you are a committed parent to make a change, to break free from reactivity and raise secure children with a consistent environment, I have a free class that will give you that system, those steps. This free class, you can find it on my website, hicparenting.com, hicparenting.com. Or if you are watching this podcast episode from YouTube, you can find a card up here on the top of the screen or below in the description below of this video. You can see a link Or if you are listening from your podcast feed, you can open the description of the podcast and the link is there as well. You can go to hicparenting.com, go through the free class, start applying those steps in your family, and start being a lot more consistent, less reactive, and more peaceful with your kids. Sign number 3, you are having healthy boundaries with your kids if you provide a range of freedom with your boundaries. What is this? What is it? What is this? What is this? Stop being mean to your sister. That's not a range of freedom. We need to assess what's happening at that moment and how we can assist our children so they have freedom of choice. Pushing your sister down is not a way to tell her to not that you're not going to share with her right now. How can you tell her you're not ready to share without pushing her? Let's practice. You're giving her autonomy and while shaping that interaction. That's a healthy boundary. It provides a range of freedom. I know I can go to the store from 9 to 5. Imagine if community boundaries did not provide a range of freedom. Imagine if the speed limit, instead of saying you can go up to 75 miles an hour, what about if it said do not go 75 miles an hour? What would you do? So how do I go? Do I go more? Do I go less? I have no idea. But it does provide a range of freedom. Yellow, red, and green. on green, I can go. On yellow, I need to start stopping. And on red, I need to stop. So that's a range of freedom. That's a range of freedom. What about if the traffic signs were a little more rigid? It's either red or green. And then people will be kind of like, the yellow is the range of freedom if we think about it. Because if yellow were not there, people would be like, okay, what about if I'm almost in the intersection? What about if I slam the brakes? I'm gonna cause another accident. What about if I'm turning left and then I'm already in the middle of the intersection and it's already red? So what do I do? Do I stay and I stopped in the middle of the intersection, or I just like the yellow is really what provides the range of freedom in a traffic light. So, how can you give your children that yellow, that choice, that autonomy? So, everything is not black or white, green or red. There could be a yellow too. Yeah, you cannot write on the walls, but maybe you can. Let's think. Maybe you can stick a paper on the wall and write on the wall without writing on the wall. That's a yellow. That's how you'll work your way around it. It provides a range of freedom. Let's go to number 4. I feel like I keep hitting the mic and I fear that the sound is not going to be as clear for the ones who are just listening. Forgive me if you hear little disruptions. It's me hitting the mic because I'm getting very, very passionate about this topic. I'm moving my hands a lot. Number 4, you are having healthy boundaries if your boundaries come from a family value. Family values from a value. What is the value of the traffic light? Safety. What's the value of the store sign, of the store hour sign? Structure, rest, organization. So create right now an inventory of your rules. If you are watching from YouTube, I have a challenge. Just write in the comments 1 or 2 rules that you have right now. Just write in the comments 1 or 2 rules that you have for your family right now. And then from that inventory that you are making of your rules, think, what is the value that this rule is honoring? And if you don't see a clear value, then slash that off. That might not be even a healthy boundary. That might not be even be a healthy boundary. Who cares if the kid goes to school with no hair gel? What is the healthy or the family value that you're honoring by forcing the kid to to comb their hair and put their hair in a certain way? Or by what is the family value that you're teaching your kids by forcing them to wear the outfit you want them to wear, or wear the matching pants and shirt that you want them to wear? That's more just your preference, your taste. If it's just a thing of this is taste, preference, I would rather them going to school with their new outfit instead of their a really old outfit that they always wear. Like if it's just a matter of taste, that's not part of this healthy boundaries thing. That's not part of the healthy boundaries situation. For my wedding, my mother-in-law, I feel sorry for saying this, but my mother-in-law, she's never been a person of wearing makeup. Never, ever, ever. And when for my wedding, I told her, you need to wear makeup because we are going to have really nice pictures and it's going to be a very elegant thing. And I remember her telling me, but I'm not a makeup person. And I did it. And I was I was begging her basically. And I was saying it and saying it and saying it and stuck on the like, everybody needs to wear makeup. We hired a makeup artist and they did her makeup. And when she was done, she didn't look like her. And she felt pretty uncomfortable the whole reception. A healthy brown boundary from her end would have been, I'm not gonna wear makeup. I'm sorry. I'm gonna wear a nice dress, which she did, but I'm not gonna wear makeup. And then me thinking about it, that was, I mean, I was 21, immature. If I were to go back in time as a 38-year-old and tell my 20-year-old self something, I would say, Marcela, just leave it. What's the matter if your mother-in-law is not wearing makeup? You're getting married anyway, and she loves you, and she was an amazing person. She passed away already. So the four signs that you are having healthy boundaries with your kids are: number one, your boundaries benefit the collective and not just one person. Number two, they're consistent. Number three, they provide a range of freedom. And number four, they come from values. Are your boundaries healthy? Are you having healthy boundaries? Or which one of the four you need to work on? Let me know in the comments if you're watching from YouTube. And I want to remind you that it only takes understanding of your needs and of your children's needs to raise secure children. I'll see you next time.